Hello and welcome to Life at Home. I'm Abby, and today we have a 30-minute yoga for balance and stability. So here at Life at Home, we talk about our stabilizer muscles a lot just because they show up so often. The need for them shows up so often in our yoga practice and in our strength training practice. So I thought I would dedicate a whole practice to strengthening our stabilizing muscles and focusing on our balance. So go ahead, grab your yoga blocks, hop on your mat, and let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin in a comfortable seat, so whatever that looks like for you. Beginning to roll the shoulders up, back, and away from the ears, maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Beginning to go inward here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, let it go. We're going to find a mudra. This is called the Hakini mudra, so you can open your eyes if you need to peek at me. We're going to begin to bring the tips of the fingers together, almost like we're kind of like masterminding something. And you can either hold your thumbs at your heart center or in your lap or down, just kind of wherever feels comfortable. And then beginning to close the eyes once again. And you might start to notice a little pulse in between the fingers here. This mudra is great for concentration, for memory, and of course for balance. If you're ever feeling like you are kind of all up in the air and you just need to come back down to earth and to ground yourself, this is a great mudra to find. If you're having a hard time remembering something, or if you just need some balance physically or emotionally or mentally, this is a great place to come to. We'll breathe here just for a few more moments. One more big breath here. Beginning to blink open the eyes. You can release the mudra. We'll inhale the arms up and seal them down into heart center. Setting an intention for our practice together. And we will meet in downward facing dog. Tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back. Yesterday when I got into downward facing dog, my shoulders had the most satisfying pops, so I was hoping that would happen again today, but I don't think it's going to. Pedaling out your dog here, bending one knee and then the other. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Really pushing into the hands to stretch out the shoulders, and just taking any organic movement here that might feel good. Maybe you lift up the heels and send them to one side of the mat. And then from here, we'll begin to take a slow walk to the top of the mat, just tiptoeing, taking as many steps as possible. Meeting here in a forward fold. We'll begin to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head is last to arrive. Inhaling the arms up. And then exhale, coming down through heart center. You can stay here if this feels good and powerful. You can find our mudra again, the Hakini mudra, or you can come down into mountain pose. So lots of options here. Maybe you close the eyes once again or just soften the gaze. Here in mountain pose, this can seem like a pretty easy, straightforward pose, but sometimes it can be one of the most difficult just to stand here. It can be a very vulnerable pose to just stand open and proud in who we are. It can be challenging mentally physically to close the eyes and to maybe find the natural sway of movement. So just establishing a nice strong foundation here in our mountain pose, embodying the characteristics of a mountain, strong and beautiful and powerful no matter what is going on around us. We'll blink open the eyes, inhale the arms up, and exhale, forward fold. We're gonna get right into it now, sending the right leg back, meeting in a low lunge. So go ahead and grab a block if you have it and send it to the left side of the mat. We'll inhale the arms up, and then we're gonna find a side bend. So bringing the hand onto that block, you can find any level that feels good. And we'll just begin to stretch out the right side body. Idea here is to open up through the heart. So if you find yourself falling forward, maybe bring the block up one level so you can really open up the heart here. One more big breath. And exhale, release. Meeting in pyramid pose. So we're gonna tuck the right toes under, walk them up about a foot. Right foot is at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna inhale, halfway lift, and use this opportunity to find some type of bind. So maybe you interlace the fingers and straighten the arms, or you can just grab opposite elbows here, whatever feels good. And then once we inhale on finding the bind, we're gonna exhale, fold. Trying to send that right hip in line with the left. And from here, we're gonna transition into toppling tree. So this is our first balancing posture. If you need to release the bind, you definitely can. We're gonna take a big bend in that left knee and then slowly send the right foot up. Finding a spot on the ground to focus your gaze. And then we'll slowly release the bind, bring the hands underneath the shoulders for standing splits. Option to put the blocks under your hands here as we slowly topple down, bringing the nose towards the knee. Big inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna bring the knee to the nose, coming into a little standing cheetah. Inhale, send the leg back out. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. One more time. This time when we send the leg out, we're gonna come into half moon. So bringing a block maybe under that left hand, and then slowly peeling open. So this is a lot of balancing on our left foot. So if you're shaking, just embrace the shakes, come out of it if you need to. From here, we're gonna slowly step that right foot back. Inhale, come up through peaceful warrior. Exhale, sweep the left arm forward and back, coming into Skandasana. So we're facing the right side of the mat. Left toes are flexed and pointing towards the body. Big inhale here, and then we'll exhale, crawl forward, meeting in a forward fold. So stepping the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, come up, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. All right, we're gonna find that same sequence on the other side. So go ahead, step the left foot back. Inhale the arms up. Feeling that nice stretch in the front of the hips. And then we're gonna come into that side bend. So block comes to the outside of the right side of the mat. Inhale, left arm up and over. Just noticing the conversation that you're having with this pose, with your body right now in this moment. Slowly coming back up, inhaling both arms up. We'll frame the right foot coming into pyramid pose. So dialing that left hip in line with the right. We'll come up for a halfway lift. Maybe you find that bind, whatever you found on the other side. Beginning to fold forward here. And we'll prepare for toppling tree. So again, you can let go of the bind if it's too much, but we'll find a big bend in that right foot, right knee. Left toes reach up, and we'll slowly seesaw forward. Last time I was in toppling tree in a LYFE at Home class, I epically failed. Actually, you know what? It's not a failure. It's just an opportunity for growth. A learning experience, yes. It's an opportunity to strengthen your stabilizing muscles. All right, we'll bring the hands down to the earth. Inhale that left leg up, and then exhale knee to nose for that standing cheetah. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Last time here. This time when we lengthen out, we'll bring a block underneath that right hand, coming into half moon. So first spot that your gaze lands, just hold it there. This is called our drishti. It's an amazing tool for all of our balancing postures in yoga. Just finding that point to focus our breath and our energy. From here, we'll slowly step the left foot back, coming through peaceful. Exhale, sweep the hands up and back, coming into Skandasana. Right toes are flexed and pointing towards the body. Even this is a balancing posture, even though we're low to the ground. From here, we'll crawl forward, meeting in forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, coming down through heart center. We're gonna find stork here. So bringing the right knee up in line with the hip. And then we're gonna open up, coming into figure four. We're gonna find a little drill here. So bringing the left hand to the hip, we're gonna use our peace fingers to grab the big toe of the right foot. And then we're gonna slowly straighten the left leg, come up almost like we're coming into a big toe hold, but we're just gonna stay here, and then slowly come back down. Again, finding our drishti. This is one of the best ways to strengthen the stabilizing muscles in our knees. Last time here, as we come up, we're gonna keep the leg where it is, release the grip, bring the hand to the outside, to the inside of the foot, and come into dancer. So if you need to release, shake it out, you're welcome to. Or bring the left arm up, push the foot into the hand as we slowly hinge forward for dancer. If you are a little bit more advanced in your yoga practice, you might be able to hinge all the way down, letting the fingertips brush the earth or a block. Slowly coming back through stork. We're almost done with this left leg. I know it's a lot. We'll send the right foot back, warrior 3. And then slowly come down into a low lunge, let it go. From here, we'll plant the right arm down, right hand down, left arm comes up, coming into a horizon lunge. So this should feel really good to get some weight off of that left leg. We'll inhale up and over, meeting in a forward fold. So right leg steps up. We'll inhale, high prayer. Exhale, heart center. We'll come into the left side. So left knee comes up for stork. We'll bend and open, coming into figure 4. Sinking down, feeling that nice juicy stretch in the left hip. And then we'll come into our little toe hold drill. So using the peace fingers, we'll inhale, come up. Elbow stays inside of the leg. Coming down. Inhale, up. One more time here. We'll switch our grip, coming into dancer. Right arm lifts. Push the foot into the hand, and we'll slowly hinge forward. Breathing here, and we'll slowly come back up through stork. Last little bit of work here on this leg. Left leg comes back, warrior 3. And exhale, let it all go down to the mat. Left hand plants, right arm reaches up and over, horizon lunge. Up and over, and we'll flow through our first and only vinyasa of class, so option to skip it if you want. We'll hinge forward, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, coming back into child's pose. Bringing the forehead down to the earth. Just noticing how the body feels right now. Again, coming back to the conversation you're having with your body, what you're telling yourself. I always try to think about how, when I'm talking to myself, would I be saying these things to my younger self or a really good friend? We can be so hard on ourselves when we fall out of poses or don't quite get to the point that we want to as quick as we want to. Just a reminder here to be gentle with yourself and talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. We'll slowly come up here. Here is the beautiful morning light. I love whenever I come out of a pose and it's just there to greet me. We'll come up into tabletop here, bringing the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll just flow through a few cat-cows, dropping the belly towards the earth. Exhale, pressing away, puffing up through the shoulders. just working out any last kinks that you might be feeling, taking any organic movement that might feel good. I've started this online program to try to learn how to do inversions. So forearm stands, handstands, and there's like a whole day focused on wrist stretches and making sure our wrists are strong and stretched out so we can prevent injury. So just a reminder to do those micro movements, even if they sometimes feel unnecessary. Meeting back in our neutral tabletop. We'll send the left leg back, right arm forward, coming into bird dog. So finding that nice line of strength here, and then exhale, knee to elbow, curl, inhale, lengthen, exhale, curl. Last time. Lengthen out, come back. We're gonna find a little thread the needle here. So left hand stays planted, right arm reaches up. And exhale, thread it through. So if this feels like enough of a stretch for you, you can stay here or you can follow me through some other options. So you can reach the left arm up, you can reach it behind the back for a little bind. And the furthest, fullest expression of this would be to bring the left leg out. So you're kind of in this like crazy little pretzel twist. And then maybe you begin to open up through the shoulder so you can reach the left arm back behind you. I am nowhere close to touching the ground, but it still feels really good. We'll slowly come back here. If your leg is out and you want a challenge, go ahead and follow me through this next sequence. We're gonna keep the leg out, bring both hands back underneath the shoulder. We're gonna lift the left leg up and then back. All the way back to the outer edge of the right edge of the mat. And then we'll just sink down here, feeling that nice stretch in the outer right glute. If you ever want a really good glute activating exercise, that little rainbow motion is really, really powerful. We'll slowly come back to center and finding our bird dog on the other side. So right leg reaches out, left arm reaches out, finding that nice line of strength. And exhale, knee to elbow. Lengthen, exhale, curl. Last time here. And coming back. We'll inhale, thread the needle, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through. And then finding whatever variation is calling to you. Maybe you go for the bind. Maybe you extend the right leg out. Maybe you slowly roll the chest open. One more big breath here. And we'll slowly come back. Maybe you keep the right leg extended. And then we'll lift it up Send it all the way over. My blocks just keep being in the exact place that they don't need to be. And we'll find that nice little outer glute stretch. Pressing the mat away, maybe crawling the hands up a little bit further. And then we'll slowly come back up, sending the hips back for another child's pose. Just reconnecting to our intention, reconnecting to the reason that you showed up today in the first place, giving yourself some credit and love. We'll slowly walk the hands up towards the body, coming into a little dancing camel here. So you can bring the blocks behind you, or if you have a really open back, I'm gonna come up because this light is like really intense. I'm gonna get a little sunburn. If your back is really flexible, you might not need the blocks, but just kind of play around with it. So bringing the blocks behind you, we'll send the hips forward. You can also, you can tuck the toes under and just reach for the ankles. And then letting the head fall back. Slowly coming down. Finding a dancing variation of this. So we're going to sweep the right arm up. Hips come up. Exhale. Switch it out. Left arm reaches up. Hips come forward. So you really have to stay strong in the core here during this little transition. This can be a hard one because we're moving all over the place, so we can't really find an exact place to focus the gaze. So you have to find that balance and that stability in a different way. We'll do one more each side. You might notice that you're already feeling a little bit warmer than you did when we first started this dancing camel. Maybe you come into one last full variation. And then exhale, slowly release. We'll come into a rabbit pose as a nice little counter stretch. So bringing the forehead down to the earth, reaching back for the feet. You can stay here. Maybe you begin to come up onto the crown of the head, stretching the back of the shoulders. Slowly coming up. We're going to make our way to our backs for the rest of class. Reaching the hands forward and rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Squeezing the right knee into the chest, giving it a little hug. We'll reach for the outer blade of the foot, pulling the knee towards the armpit for a half happy baby. You can stay here, maybe you extend that leg all the way out. Breathing here. And then we'll send the knee up and over for a little supine spinal twist. Coming back to center, switching out. Left knee comes into the chest, giving a little squeeze. Reaching for the outer blade of the foot, pulling it towards the armpit. Maybe you extend the leg out. And then we'll send the left knee over. Wringing out anything that isn't serving you, any negative self-talk, any unwanted conversations that you might be having with yourself. We'll slowly come back to center, squeezing both knees into the chest, making our way up to an easy seat, right where we started. We'll find our Hakini Mudra one last time, bringing the tips of the fingers together. Big inhale here. Reminder that this feeling is available to you at any time. All you have to do is step on your mat. We'll blink open the eyes, release the mudra, inhale the arms up and over, gathering in all of the good and strong and balanced energy of our class and sealing it down through heart center. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me. I'll see you next time.